All right, spend a few minutes explaining the process of making a simple YouTube video using PowerPoint. It's a simple tool, it's not rocket science, anyone can do it. Just a matter of following a process that will keep it efficient and quickly have you in the process of uploading a video to YouTube that is either instructional or recreational or personal, whatever you want to do. But where do you start? Well, you have to have an idea. I want to make a video about something, and I have multiple videos both for use in my professional life as a college professor working with doctoral students and master's degree students in instructional design and technology and in curriculum and instruction. But I also have an interest in music and other environmental issues, so I've made videos related to the Delaware River, green sustainability, and various other videos. Some I've deleted over time, but I have a couple of YouTube accounts, so my videos are up there, and people stumble on them once in a while. But I also send them out directly to my students when I'm reviewing papers or helping people with their research projects. So what you do is have your idea well thought out, maybe go for a walk and think about what you want to do, then come home and sketch it out in a storyboard type fashion where each square on this screen is a particular slide that will be narrated. And you want to use images rather than words on your slides. So you don't want to get into the trap of bulleted lists of words. People will hear the words from your voice. They'll want to see images that represent what you're talking about on the screen, not text. What you'll have are simple words and symbols and simple images to give people a visualization. This is called kind of using images to create mental models so we can understand what we're hearing by these visualizations rather than words. And a lot of research has been done on this over the past few decades and more recently. And if you're interested in all that, Google Harvard University Richard Mayer Principles of Multimedia Design, and you'll understand very quickly by reading his 12 principles what you should and should not be doing with PowerPoint and other kinds of media to get a message across. And if you are inclined to use your video camera and put your picture in the corner of a screen, I would disable that because that's a distraction according to research. And really what you want to do is have a set of images that you'll be able to tell a story just like you're going through a storybook. And you want to organize them in order that they'll show in the show. They'll show up in the show in this order because I've labeled them A1, A2, A3 up to A9, and then I went to A9.1, and have them in the folder in the proper order. You'll also want to make them consistently JPEG images, and you want to crop them and make them kind of in the same size so they fit the screen, and you don't have to do a lot of work once you import them. So you'll get good at it using Paint. Paint is a simple program that's on most Windows machines that can do this for you. Then when you're in PowerPoint, it's time to bring in your slides. So you will, from the Insert menu item, you'll see Photo Album, and you're going to insert a photo album. And when you select that, you'll be prompted to pick the file from disk, top left corner. And when you pick the file and click import, I think the button would be, you'll see all of the images in a preview, and you'll see them listed, pictures in the album. And you want to make sure you select, put a checkbox and slide down and make sure you get them all, and then click on create, and you'll end up with a slideshow that has a slide for each of your pictures that you brought in. And then it'll add on a title slide that will be usually titled slideshow, and you change that to whatever you want the title to be, and you can even bring in an image on this title page that you could add that before you actually create your slideshow. And then once you have everything organized with the text, you can add text in PowerPoint, you can put in words, you can bring in additional symbols or images or even animations, but keep it simple. Then go to the slideshow tab and record your slideshow from the beginning. That's what I'm doing right now. And you can add in music if you want. I have my guitar here handy, so I can play music if I want. You can play recorded pieces if you want to while you're doing this. Just record each slide and go through it in a timely manner. You don't want a really long and boring video. You want to keep it short. You know, students will give me a few minutes of their time, but beyond that, they'll just escape and move on to what they feel they need to do. So once you are done, save it as a regular PowerPoint, and then go to the File menu and click on Create Video. And that's under Export. If you click the Export tag, you'll see Create Video under the Export tag on your File menu. Once you do that, all of the default what you will see as the defaults for creating a video are what to use. They'll work for YouTube. There are other things you can do, but if you use the defaults, you'll be more inclined to have a video that works properly on YouTube. And so once you export it, you'll save it on your laptop, and that'll be a different file because it'll be an MP file, and that's a movie file, and that's what YouTube will accept. So then you log into your YouTube account, and if you don't have one, you can create one for free. And once you do, you'll on the main page, you'll see this upload icon at the top right, and that's to upload videos. And you just click on that, and very quick, easily, I mean, it takes time. It's not quick, but it's easy. Just as it takes time for PowerPoint to convert it to a video file, but you can let your computer do the work. You don't have to be watching it while it's doing it. Go do something else and come back. And the same thing with uploading to YouTube. Upload it and go out for a walk, go out in the garden and weed your vegetables. Do something productive while your video's being uploaded. You'll also be asked to prompted to have a title, a description, keywords that people will help people find your video if they're searching for your video topic. And then of course at the end, once you upload the video, you'll be able to select an image that will be on the cover, cover page of your video. So it's quite simple. And once you are done with the upload, YouTube will give you a URL, which will be the web address where people can find and play your video. And you can also in YouTube share it to Facebook, Instagram, email it. Just like everything else, there are numerous ways to share it, and you'll have a dedicated URL for each of your videos. And when you give it to people, they'll find what you've produced. So with that, I want to thank you for listening to and viewing my short presentation about creating a video using PowerPoint and then uploading it to YouTube. And most all of my graduate students are taught to do this early on because that's how we share a lot of information, and we do our final project presentations this way. And it's just a creative way to bring the power of the internet to our everyday lives by being able to quickly make these short videos. And the nice thing about videos are that you can certainly have people watch them when it's convenient for them, and it makes it a much more user-friendly rather than having to do them live where people dial in or or watch you present online. So with that, I want to thank you again for watching my video, and I hope you're able to use this in your personal, and hey, you can even make a birthday video for someone. Instead of buying a card, you can leave instructions for your children if you want to list some chores they need to do before they go out and play. There are multiple things you can do in this regard. So thanks again.